Do you find yourself waking up in the morning with zero motivation? No motivation that leads on to the next day, and before you know it, everything's built up on top of you. All the other day chores have come into play and everything else has been neglected. Well, then you've come to the right place because that's exactly what has happened to me. I have literally neglected the house because I've been busy either decorating, sorting out school issues, doctor's appointments, you name it. I've been doing everything but my house. So I'm decided I'm going to tackle it today. I'm going to tackle it. I do it in 2 days, but I get on with it. I always say the best way to get yourself really like, I'm going to do it tomorrow morning, is to put a load of washing on the night before. If you put a load of washing on the night before, you'll get up in the morning and you'll start pulling it out the washing machine, and that is you're good to go, because you know you've got to take it out of the washing machine, otherwise it's going to stink. It's going to stink. It's going to have that horrible wet, dampy, nasty smell that just isn't pleasant. So you do that, you get up in the morning, you take it out, boom, you're on a roll. And my challenge today is to get a load of the junk out that I've been pulling out from decorating rooms and Christ knows what else. I don't know how I do it, but I seem to find it all the time. I find stuff in this house that needs to be chucked that I've probably gone through before, a week before even, and not chucked it, and I don't know why. So today I'm being ruthless and I'm getting loads of it out the house. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to start moving it all into the car, but that's not in this video. You'll see me take it outside and make my own little tip pile as I normally do. But I'm currently taking this curtain pole apart. So this has come out of the boys' bedroom because I've been moving. That's another reason. So if you watch my vlogs, you'll probably know this. I've started doing a day vlog, which is of my entire week, aside from my cleaning, and I put it up on the weekend. So in that vlog, I explained about how I've taken a bunk bed from upstairs, dismantled it, taken it all the way downstairs, to then take the one downstairs, dismantle it, and take it all the way up, and then build them both. So reason being, I've explained before, one of them separates in singles, one doesn't. So I made a lot of mess doing that. And yeah, a lot of it's got to go to the tip. And there we go, a whole other tip run. I love it. I absolutely love doing a tip run. But anyway, I'm tackling loads of washing today. So I've got piles galore going on. What I'm doing is I'm just folding them all up and making my little piles all nice and neatly on my little worktop here. I am thinking about taking that microwave away. Yes, I mean, it's nice not having it on the worktops in the kitchen side, but yeah, it's doing my head in because it's in the way of my laundry and my tackling it. But anyway, this is the curtain pole again, and I took this out my boys' bedroom because I've removed their curtains so that they can have a blind put in there, because I'm going to be redecorating their room very soon, and I don't want them to have curtains because I find curtains make a room feel smaller, and I think it'd just be so much nicer for them to have a blind. But anyway, I've dismantled the curtain pole and I'm going to shorten it and then put it up in the kitchen so that we can have curtains in the kitchen. I've always wanted to put curtains in the kitchen. It's just my little space of my little country themed haven that I'm trying to create in this kitchen, and slowly, bit by bit, it's coming along nicely. So what I did was I took the pole in half, it just unscrewed in half, and then I've sized it up and it fits perfectly above this kitchen window. And the curtains that I've got, they're not very old. I got them from Dunelm. They were in the clearance section, but I did soon find out why. One of them is slightly shorter than the other, which is really frustrating. And then after I put these up on the top here, I was like, I should have lowered it just a little so that it kind of levels them out a little bit. But I know that if I did that, it would really play on my mind and they'd probably start sliding down. But you'll see it in a minute. It's not too bad, but it's enough that can get you every time you pull the curtains. Nonetheless, I love these and I think they fit really, really well in this kitchen. I know a lot of people say it looks quite dated, but I really love that. Oh, I just like to pretend, you know, I like to dream that one is in the country somewhere and not in the middle of a town, you know? Yes, I'm loving it. I like it. Look at it. It goes so well with the kitchen. They're lovely heavy curtains. They really do block out the dark, the light as well. And it's nice just to be able to pull them because we get a lot of sun in this kitchen and sometimes it's really quite blinding. So it's quite nice. But I've taken the leaf lights down that I've had up there. I never turn them on. They're just sitting there collecting dust and cobwebs. I am going to tackle that bag as well. I've been saying for ages I'm going to tackle that bag and I'm blooming well doing it today because it's driving me insane. I just keep putting it from one room to the other. Does anybody else find themselves doing that? You just move one thing to another room, and then before you know it, you put it back into the other room again, and you never actually tackle it. Well, I'm getting on with it. Yes, you'll find there'll be cats around me all the time. It's because they follow me everywhere, especially Panza because she is in heat, and I've just been onto the vets actually and got her sorted for the old neutering. Yes, it can't come quick enough. One, for her sake, bless her heart, but also for my other cats because it's driving them insane. It really is. And not only that, it's encouraging all the boy cats to come to our garden. And the boy cats don't like my boy cat, so they bully him. And he gets a lot of bullying. So it would be nice to shoo them all away and they can take their testicles elsewhere and go find another female to sniff out because they're not having my Panza. Absolutely not. So that thing's unhinged. That thing is not a cat. I'm telling you. She is part something else. I don't know if it's monkey. It could very well be monkey, but it's not full cat. And I'm going to tell the vet that as well. I'm going to say she's not normal. So her having babies is an absolute no-no. I don't want her having babies anyway. But can you imagine? Can you imagine a load of little panzers? No, absolutely not. So I've tackled the stairs. I hate doing that. But if I don't do the entirety of the stairs as soon as possible, then everything that I've hoovered downstairs will start to spread out again because all the dust and dirt on the stairs will then spread around the house, and then I feel like I have to do it all over again within minutes. And I've got washing piling up everywhere where I'm literally on one to try and get as much washing done as I can, like wash and dry. I'm finally sorting through this bag and I'm making a bag that I can take to the tip, which will go to, oh my God, I can't even describe it. I love the tip so much because it's got everything there you need. Everything. All the shit can come out of your house and all the stuff that's not worthy of going into the dump, in the container of household waste. It can go to the tip shop that's there, so it can be sold at a really cheap price to someone who would really enjoy it, need it, whatever. You've got the clothes bank there. Yes, for recycling your clothes. That means someone else can have clothes that aren't, they're not like bin worthy. They're still wearable. Oh my God, it's just, I literally drive in there with the smile on my face, like bopping away, like here I come. I love it. Yeah, I can't wait to go again. I'm going this week. I've got to get it done. I've really got to get it done. But it's nice I was explaining this to Nick. So when he came home from work, I was like, it's really nice and so much easier to tidy now because it's like where I've been getting on with the house and trying to make the house a better place for us to live in. It's nice to have that everything's got a place now. Whereas, we're still getting a bit of clutter going on, but it's nice to be like, oh yeah, that goes there and that goes there. Not, I don't know where to put this, so I'll just put it here. And that's how you end up with clutter. If things don't have a place, that's how you end up with clutter because it doesn't have a place. Therefore, it just keeps getting shunted around all over the place. So you've got to make sure everything you have in your house has a place. Oh my God, it's making such a difference. It really is. So I'm going around giving it a hoover. Yes, I am. One of the most satisfying things that I do in this house is hoover this rug. I hoover this rug so much so that it gets hoovered more than it needs to, just because I like the satisfaction of watching it, the lines form on the rug. And it makes those little patterns like it's freshly hoovered. I love it. And then I don't want to walk on it. I'm like that with mopping the floor as well. Once the floor's been mopped and it's dried, do I want to walk on it? No. Do I want anyone else to walk on it? Absolutely not. How dare they think they can put their cheddars on my floor after I've just mopped it, made it all nice? No, I don't think so. I do not think so. I'm pulling up the cushions and giving it a hoover around. I found a guinea pig poo under there. It was dry. There was a guinea pig poo. There was some biscuits and there was some... what they called? Oh, coins. Little coins. We had some Grinch ones that didn't get eaten until way after Christmas, and I found a couple of those wrappers under there as well. So, yeah, it's quite nice to pull the cushions up and see what you can find. I always hope I'll find money. Probably Nick's, but I never do. If I did, I'd claim it, because therefore I'm being paid while I'm hoovering the sofa. Because I will take that change. Whatever I find down there, I will take it and I will keep it for myself. I'll treat myself to a nice chocolate bar. Yes. Oh, as I'm getting older, I don't find the same chocolate bars as I used to taste the same. Like when I was younger, a Cadbury's bar was like, oh my God, it was like the luxury. Now I'm older, I'm like Lindor balls or Gillian shells, anything like praline and hotel chocolate. That's like what I crave now. I crave that sort of chocolate. Whereas if I was to have like a Dairy Milk bar, I'd be like, nah, I don't really fancy it. It's weird, isn't it? How your taste buds change as you get older, but they haven't come round to the thought of eating sprouts. Absolutely not. Never will they. Never will they. Heck, I don't eat any vegetables. Just putting that out there randomly. I don't eat them. I don't like any vegetables. I only like carrots and potatoes and God, I'm on one. Also on parsnips, and they've got to be roasted for me to eat parsnips. A roasted parsnip is like heaven in the mouth. It is so flipping good. Roasted in butter as well. I might do a Sunday roast. I'm going to do a Sunday roast. Yes, I am. That's it. It's final. I've said it. I've said the parsnip. I'm doing a Sunday roast. Look at my curtains. Look. Yes. So I'm currently in the process of doing dinner at this point, which is in my vlog for this weekend. But I'm clearing all the worktops as I go. It's the evening. I've done all sorts of things today. I've been here, there, and absolutely everywhere. But my little buzz to keep ploughing on is not leaving me. So that's the thing. When you get that motivation to just get going, once it's there, you can't stop, and you start to see all the progress you've made, and it's the best feeling ever. You're looking at it thinking, oh, look at this room, I love this now, and oh, I can actually walk in here and I'm not like walking around things or moving things just so I can sit down. So it kind of like, once it kick starts, it just continues to roll, and then before you know it, you've done so much. It's like, look at me go. That's how I feel. That's what I say to myself. Look at me go. Yes. The kitchen is coming along really, really well. At the moment, I'm just clearing all the worktops and putting everything in its place. This is everything I washed up the night before, and I want to get all of Nick's stuff out of the house. So we had the carpet cleaner and like the upholstery cleaner in the house for a bit, because when we had norovirus, it was like, right, clean the carpets, clean this, clean that. So it's still sitting up here, and I want to take it back down into the not fully built yet summer house, but it will be very, very soon. I can't wait. So in the garden, I've got so much to do out there, but I will be sharing with you. I'm going to change the pergola, make it a little bit more structured, and I want to paint it and I want to put lights on it. I want to make the fences taller, and Nick's going to finish the summer house. I also want to do beautiful flower beds out here in the colours of like an autumn sunset. Yeah, or a summer sunset, whatever you want to put it. Purples, oranges, those sort of colours, and just make it really, really nice. I'm ready for summer now. I've had enough. I'm so fed up being cold. I know I sound so British when I say this, but I've really had enough. And I know. So before anyone jumps on me and says, when summer is here, there is going to be a point where I start saying, I've had enough now. I'm too hot. I just want it to cool down, and I want autumn to be here. And then autumn will get here, and I'm going to say I want winter. There's no pleasing us British. There is none. I do, however, really want to go abroad for Christmas and just pretend Christmas isn't happening. I don't want to do Christmas this year. And I probably sound really negative saying that, but we're not religious people. And I just don't want to do it. I'd like to go to Australia or something where it's all nice and hot and just, have a barbie on the beach. And do something completely different that doesn't involve Christmas. It would be lovely. It really would. And then the other side of me says, yeah, but you would like to go to somewhere like a skiing trip or something, Lapland or something, and do something really festive and go all out and sit on Santa's knee. But if it was Joachim Broden, then I would be sitting on his knee. Yes, I would. Woo! Anyway, cleaning up the worktops, getting them all nice and fresh. So I'm doing this over 2 days, and I'm doing it during school time, apart from when I was cleaning the kitchen while I was cooking dinner. Keep with it, Gabby, keep with it. This light here is, oh my God, I love it so much. It was a gift from my sister over Christmas, and you put your wax melts on the top of it, and what happens is every time you touch it, the light changes either brighter or it turns off. Anyway, it's hilarious because I had it on in the kitchen, and Nick hasn't touched it yet, and he didn't know it was touch sensitive. And what's he do? Gabs, it keeps flashing. Why does it keep flashing? He was having like this panic, and I'm like, yeah, it's touch sensitive. You just touch it and it turns on or off, whichever you choose. But there we go. So it's coming along and I'm starting to feel really, really better about it because honestly, I really cannot stand living in mess. I know that majority of people can't, but for me, it makes me so miserable that it affects my entire life. Like it affects everything. It affects how I sleep. It affects how my thinking process is throughout the day. It affects how I function with every other task that comes along. You know, when you're not expecting something and you've got to do something, I can't. I close up. I can't function. That it comes too much that I just completely clam up and then nothing gets done. I will ignore everything, absolutely everything, even to the point of I'm not going to the shop. I'm not doing it. No, I don't care if we've got no milk in the fridge. I will not go down to get it because my brain is got too much going on in there. I can't even cope with it. And the stem of this is mess. I've got more and more obsessed with hating mess and dirt as I'm getting older that I just can't stand it. Like if I come home and I open up the front door and there's something in the hallway that shouldn't be there, boom, it gets me. I'm not like in a foul mood and take it out on people, but it just straight away triggers me that I've not walked into a clean, tidy home like I want to. And it's just, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So I've got a hamster cage there because I picked it up off Facebook for free. Bless her heart. She had two, and one was a plastic topped one, which is what I needed because when we got Alex's hamster, the cats kept trying to get in there, so we had to change it to a plastic one. So I've got a brand new one in his bedroom, which I need to store away somewhere. But that one I got off free off Facebook. I'm going to donate it to the charity shop at the tip and see if anybody else wants it because, yeah, I mean, I could list it on Facebook, but we know what it's like. It's like full of time wasters. I can't be doing with it. I can't. It's just another thing to trigger me is having people say, is it still available? And you say, yes, and then they don't answer. And you're there like, well, what was that about? Did you just want to know whether it was available and that is it? Or are you interested? Or they say, okay, I'll be there for one. And then you sit there and you wait and they don't turn up. And you're like, what is this? What is this? Flipping out. Yeah, I can't be doing with it. I cannot. So I'll donate it. I shall pass it along for another. Going around, giving them all a mop over. I found somewhere to put those lights that I really like. I'm really chuffed with that because it's looking much, much nicer. I am going to be sending out the paintbrushes this week as well. So I'm just waiting for a couple more people to get to me to let me know where to send them. And then, yeah, I'll be shipping them all out for you this week. So hopefully they'll either be with you this weekend or early next week because I will be sending them. And yeah, look at it before. Look at it. Absolute dull, dingy chaos into a nice cream glow of cozy heaven, people. Look at it. Yes. Oh, it makes me happy. It really does because I have a vision in my head of this front room and no one knows it because I haven't said it. I've got this vision and I can already see it come into light and it makes me so happy. The hallway was cluttered. It had bits everywhere that didn't need to be there and now it's all clean, fresh, hoovered, everything's in its place. So no more clutter can be building up into this hallway, which makes me extremely happy because it's getting a bit ridiculous. Yes, it's not the 3rd of July. I know. That's the day before Panzer was born though. My little Panzer battalion. And there is the hallway looking much, much better. I do need to finish my painting, but I'll get there. I had a mountain of washing in the kitchen because I was doing nothing but washing bed sheets and Christ knows what else on hot washes when we had norovirus, so I kind of neglected everybody's clothes, but I'm on it now. I'm getting back on track, which is a really nice feeling. Worktops are all nice and fresh. Kids are going to come home from school and absolutely raid those cupboards and make a mess, but that's life. That's life. My laundry section will always be a mess, but, well, I say that, it's looking a lot better and I'm getting through it. Thank you all so much for watching and I will see you lovely people in my next video.